Okay, dokie. So let's see. So, yeah, okay, I do need to fix that. Okay, I don't think I had run into that bug specifically, but yeah, there is some bugs to be fixed here. That was kind of the goal. And I do think I need to double check the scoring. I do think the scoring is off a little bit. Okay, so I guess I could start the stream by complaining about life. Actually, life is doing okay. I think the reason I'm thinking let's complain is just because my tooth hurts. But that's because I went to the dentist and got a crown. Which is like, oh, that's expensive, but at least my tooth should feel better. Yeah, we'll see how long it takes for it to not be sore. But it's not horribly sore. It's just sore. Yeah, and they numbed me out enough that I lots of grinding noises, but I wasn't actually in pain from it. It just... Oh, I didn't even open Unity. Okay, I thought something might have been missing there. Oh, and I didn't check the microphone volume, which seems to be okay. But saying from it just reminds me of the guy that does the health insurance stuff. The open enrollment health insurance stuff, which is foreign words to anybody that's not in the US. And it's just weird and dumb, and that's the only thing I could think about the entire time was just like... We have this meeting every year where everybody tunes in and just gets confused about like, there's these options and these options and these options. And like, I just think of that tweet that's universal healthcare is so complicated that only 22 of 23 developed nations have figured it out. Oh, from it, that's what it was. The guy had a vocal tick. Where he'd say from it, or from that. Mostly from it. At the end of a lot of sentences. Yeah, it's something you don't entirely notice at the beginning. It's just like, oh, because, you know, from this, from that, from it. Sounds like it makes sense. And then when you hear it repeated enough times, from it starts to sound like Gollum. Gollum to me. Yeah, definitely some kind of vocal tick. I should have opened Unity earlier, that's for sure. It's gonna open by the time the ads start. Most likely. Wait, if I go over to Replicat... Can I throw that in the corner of the stream? Can I throw like this? I'm not above turning my stream into a bunch of ads. Is that going to destroy the experience for people? You know, maybe, but... Because I can just drag it onto OBS, right? Yeah, I can. There we go. We don't need to have my silly game that doesn't exist and it is not out. There we go. we'll jump scare right now. Yeah, I need to make it say plunk instead of hello. But that's a future thing. They're all future things. It's so weird when it says, oh, ads are happening. They're coming. The ads are coming. And then it takes another minute or two for the ads to actually arrive. Just crazy. Okay, well, this can also let me open up Visual Studio. And then, once all the loading's done, then the ads can run. Instead of Run the ads while things are loading. That would have been good. Is this whole album just banjo noises? It might be just banjo noises. Oh no, these are... Oh, that one's long. Okay, well now ads are running. Now I can go. Okie dokie. I mean, and then every time I see the roller coaster, I'm like, do I want to tweak it? I probably should at some point. Okay, wait, let's do... Oh, we'll just air my... There we go. No, wait, it's... Because it was Billy Speaks, yeah, I was gonna say. But they did a different YouTube channel. Yeah, okay, I have subscribed, and I hit the bell, and I want the cat videos. Give me the cat videos. Okay, we'll watch the cat videos later. Hey, look, more cats. Thank you for the deep breaths and the hydrate. I'm realizing you did the hydrate first, but that's okay. Okay, I didn't update this. That should be updated too. Yeah, okay, this was the stuff that the AI was giving me. Okay, yeah, no, I like this satisfying puzzle roguelike, but yeah, some of these are like a slot machine roguelike, or how many people know? Yeah, this is the one I think that the AI gave me something like this. No, I think the reason it's in a quote is because that's exactly what the AI gave me, but it was like, that's actually a pretty good way to put it. No, how about a puzzle roguelike? I like putting roguelike second. And I also like the idea of satisfying, so let's do that too. Don't do them at the same time. Breathing in water isn't very good. I have done that before with swimming and stuff. Man, that's swimming something I miss. That was back in, I guess, high school? No, I get, or even like middle school. That had access to a pool and would go swimming some mornings. Yeah, my mom does a lot of swimming. That's just because her knees are bad. She switched out like running with swimming. And so that got me into doing swimming, and I do miss it. Yeah, 'cause that would have been, I probably would have phased that out in college, so it's been like 10 years since I've done any like regular swimming. Okay, wait, satisfying puzzle roguelike, and then we get rid of game. I don't need game in there. So a satisfying puzzle roguelike. Combining slot machine randomness with the creative path drawing. Yeah, that works a little better than saying slot machine specifically. Replayable is not technically a word? Okay, no, I actually do like the rest of that, though. Okay, that, I think, is a little better. You can do, I was gonna say, you can do stuff like bold, right? I do kind of want to highlight. Oh, I had it bold. Wait, that's it bold? Really? That didn't look very bold. That didn't look different at all. There we go. Okay, no, that is. I lied. Can I just do like a text sizing thing? Because this has the full, yeah, this has the full like HTML stuff. Then I have to remember how to do HTML. It's been so flippin' long. I don't remember how to do web page stuff. I was never good at it, and I'm realizing I'm not good at Unity stuff either. I do wonder if I'd be okay in management. That's not it. Okay. Do you have to capitalize it, or? Nope, I don't remember how to do HTML at all. Oh, that shows the HTML. Oh, strong, there we go. Oh, okay, well then that's why, because this is not. Okay, there, if I reveal the underlying HTML, then I can, okay, so just get rid of the bold, which is just get rid of it. So now can I do that? Was it like H something? And that gives you a, it's been so long since I've done web development, and I'm glad. I don't like it. I was not good at it, but okay, yeah, that is it. Hey, I do remember something. So now it is something like, can I do like a 10? That'll make it a lot smaller, because it was like H1 is like the biggest. I didn't need it that insane. I was just trying to remember how to do any header stuff. Okay, that doesn't help if I don't do the same thing for each of them. This? So that's not a thing. So like 9 then? Okay, wait, I was about to start yapping about something, right? Okay, so how about like 5 then? Does 5 exist? There's layers of headers, right? There we go. I just wanted it slightly bigger. So then 4, maybe? Was a bit, so I was complaining about, or not complaining, I was mentioning that I was at the dentist and I got my tooth grinded to bits and then they put a cap on it, or a crown on it rather. And that's still a bit sore. Oh, that was the other thing. The other doctor visit I did, I freaked out about my kidney enough that I finally went to the urgent care and was like, I feel weird. And they said, you're fine, you don't need to worry. But they did give me a prescription for some anti-inflammatory that I've taken over the past 2 days, and I don't know if it's the placebo effect or if it's actually helping me to just feel better. So there's at least that. I've been putting my focus on creating the escape room, as it's the thing that will end the soonest. So they extended it for another week, so I have until the end of next week to complete it. I'll probably complete it tomorrow or the day after, and then get back to game dev. Wait, so it's not game dev? Are you talking like an actual escape room? You're not talking like an actual escape room. You're talking like an escape room video game, right? And I mean, I would still consider it game dev, even if it was like an IRL room that you were making. Oh, it is. Why is it showing? Oh, okay. These are all the Windows builds or something. Oh, there we go. No, okay. These are all the old. Yeah, okay. They all say web on them. These are all. Yeah, okay. They're hide all of them. You goof. The only thing that should be visible is the web version. There we go. Yeah, okay. There we go. Now it's fixed up a little more. Escape room made in an in-game editor. Wait, you're making an escape room inside of a game? Is that what you're doing? In what game? It's just like a Roblox jam or something? So, somewhat related to game dev, as I still use a lot of the tools I'd use for game dev, but not Unreal. Oh, an Escapist Simulator 2. Okay. Well, now I gotta look it up, because I don't... It's probably one of those ones that I've looked at, I've seen, I've heard of. I've put it on a wish list and then never... Oh, I don't have it on a wish list. I feel like I've heard the name and then didn't. Okay, so yeah, that is just doing game dev. Or level design. Of... Do they have, like... Can you mess with all of these assets in an editor? Because that's a lot of stuff you can mess with. This is what it looks like. I guess if this is a sequel, then it must have done fairly well. These look fairly custom and specific. This does not look as... Like, what sort of puzzles can you make in Escape Simulator 2? Yeah, a lot of this looks pretty specific. Oh, well that answers my question as to... Okay, so you can get pretty wild with the escape room. Is there a large amount of people doing their own custom escape rooms? Well, that's cool. And this was October. This is recent. You have access to assets from the existing rooms and can insert custom models from Blender or whatever one uses for modeling. Making a magic-based escape room where you have to brew potions. Okay, that's cool. Or... Is it magic or are you talking fantasy? Because magic I do think of like performance magic. I think of like card tricks and the like. Not like fantasy brewing potions kind of magic. That's how I break it down, is fantasy versus performance magic. Okay, what in the fluffin' heck was I doing? Okay, there's the initial camera bug. Yeah, Harry Potter magic stuff. Yeah, so this, to me, that's fantasy magic. Is how I would classify that. Unity, why do you explode anytime I look at it or touch it or mess with it anymore? You're making me want to use a different engine, but then I have to go figure out, like, Godot or something, which is not difficult, but it is time-consuming. I keep trying to tell myself that, too, is every time I don't want to do something, I'm like, it's not difficult. It's not hard. It's just time-consuming. You just need to leave yourself enough time to do the activity. There's 100,000 players, but I don't know how many are actually participating in the competition. Yeah, I'm assuming it's a fraction of that would be competing. Although you might get more people playing the rooms. Yeah, I've done 1 or 2 escape rooms. I haven't done a ton of it. I want to say we did one on a ski trip or something. I feel like I've done 2 escape rooms, and I don't remember either of them. Man, I'm just so bummed that I forgot that my friend lived in Portland. And then when I went to Portland, like, even runs an escape room. Like, and I didn't go and see him. Because there was even a day where we had, like, nothing that we were doing. And I was like, oh, man, I still, years later, feel dumb that I didn't think about it. I don't know, maybe it's one of those, like, set up a vacation to go back to Portland and say hi to a friend. Yeah, that is this next year, is that, like, I want to do my own vacation. It's just so hard to say no when my parents are like, hey, you want to join us? And I'm like, well, you guys are going to figure out a lot of stuff and pay for a lot of stuff? Well, yeah, I can't say no. But also, there's other places and other things and other stuff that would be fun to do. Because that's like this last vacation, I was like, yeah, TwitchCon, I've been doing streaming a while. And that is a thing on the list of achievements for Twitch, is buy a TwitchCon ticket. Although, like, I know this TwitchCon had a few different controversies, so it was like, oh, well, maybe it sounds like it's not really worth it to go to Twitch, but I forget who was saying that, but somebody did mention buy a TwitchCon ticket and then refund it, and then you can get the achievement. Okay, it was the initial camera position was the thing I was working on. But I think it would be a lot of fun to go to TwitchCon. I don't know. It's just one of those things that I never... It's something like E3, where it's like, that happened for quite a while, and I never got to go to an E3, and now it's dead. Like, would I want to do, like, the Game Awards in person ever? No. The Game Awards are sort of fun to watch. But yeah, I don't know that I would want to do it in person. Now, if I actually had a game that was in the show or something, then I would actually show up, but because I know, like, Local Thunk, who did Balatro, got a nomination and somebody else went and accepted it because they weren't there. Which I guess if you want to be anonymous, that makes sense, but also, I don't know. I guess I have so much fun putting myself out there that, and it'll probably bite me in the butt in the future. We'll see. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't. To be a little more public facing and doing stuff like streaming. But okay, Yeah, the camera position being... Hello, hello. That is a... We'll see if it's a real first time. I haven't had a first time chat that wasn't like a bot message in quite a while. So, hello, hello. Oh, I guess we'll... So, if... Hey, found my stream. Oh, it is a real person. It's been a while. Also, why are you not... Why are you stuck back there?
That's it? That little thing.
There we go. I wanted to play the audio, but my stream deck is stuck. Did that loosen anything? No, I didn't loosen it. Oh, now I'm pressing buttons. No, I don't want to do that. Oh god. Okay, you're just stuck under the metal thing. Yes, no. Why are you stuck back? Okay, I'll do that later. Love my setup as I proceed to mash buttons and mess up my desk and... Ah! There we... When somebody new shows up, everything completely falls apart all at once. Oops, whoops. Okay. What did I just change? Let's change it back. I didn't mean to change that. There we go. Okay. I'll mess with the stream deck later. It was literally just pushing the one button. Although, no, there is the clips button. I need to remember that that's a button that I should press occasionally. I just... I had that little bit of pain, that little bit of like nerve pain that was in my feet and my knees. And now it's feeling like it's moving to my hands instead. And I'm like, oh god, I'm dying. What is wrong? I'm like, I can't... It's not enough to like point at and say this specific thing hurts. It's just like... I don't know. But I will see the doctor on Monday, and they can say, yes, your kidney's completely screwed. Or, no, we'll get it looked at anyway. Or at any rate, it'll be, here's the next step for getting your kidney stone blasted to pieces. That'll be nice. Okay. Here, I need to figure out where the camera's going. I just gotta hope that I survive until then. It's just because I'm being paranoid about just vague, weird pains. Okay, so it was, yeah, okay. That was the camera on the X is working just fine. I thought I messed with this, though. I messed with the Z, I messed with the Y. The model looks cool. Did I make it myself? I did. I made all the... Actually, yeah, I made all the stuff that... Well, okay, I didn't make stream avatars, but I did make the avatars that are there. Those little Borderlands avatars are my work. The little roller coaster's a thing that I made for a game jam at the beginning of the year, I think. And then the Vtuber model I made middle last year. So I guess it's been a year and a half with this model. So, yeah, this fancy model instead of the really sad, tiny model. Yeah, there. That's the thing you could do with the roller coaster. I think it put it on a second roller coaster that is... They're just entirely inside of each other, aren't they? I remember trying to fix that, and that did not happen, clearly. Yeah. One day. One day I will update this. One day I will... One day. Someday. Someday my prince will come. No, someday I will update these things. Someday has actually rolled around, though, before, too. That's why... That's why I trust in the power of someday. Because there has been the occasional, like, oh, the weekend freed up. I'm gonna do the thing. I'm finally gonna do the thing. Actually working VTuber models and stream setup sometimes, so always love seeing creative ones and mine. Wait, and the way you broke that up, always love seeing creative one and yours. Makes it sound like the mine isn't creative. Excuse me, pardon me. I don't think that's what the message intended, but it is kind of funny that that reads like that. Okay, the Unity, why are you exploding? Okay, so on the X, if we do that, yeah, that's fine. That's where that should be. So then this is saying on the Z, yeah, because it's 10 on the Y, which is fine. Although this is saying 0. Well, okay, then do 10. And then do I need to add some kind of offset or something? Oh, I guess, yeah, because I could show off the game here as well. A little bit. Okay, yeah, the X is working just fine. Now are you you're 20 on the Y. Okay, so now you added some kind of offset anyway. So maybe it's fine on that. I feel like I did this though when I said nothing on the Z, and then it just didn't change or update anything to do that. Oh, but I guess there. Again, if a new person here's introduction. I'm working on I'm still kind of workshopping the explanation here. So this is what I'm landing on right now. So I'm working on Plunk, which is a satisfying puzzle roguelike, combining slot machine randomness with creative path drawing to create chain reaction chaos. And then it's the thing, it's like, because I was using a Rube Goldberg machine roguelike, but it's one of those, like, I don't know how many people know exactly what a Rube Goldberg machine is, so. Yeah, so that did not change. Well, I mean, this is the web version anyway, but so here, you're trying to score sequences of numbers and colors. I don't know if it's actually doing that correctly. That's something I need to double check still, because it doesn't seem like it's actually scoring sequences of numbers and stuff correctly, but yeah, you have this somewhat randomized set of stuff on a grid, and then based on how you score is and that's because, and I do agree that I think there might be some bugs with how it's scoring or not. Yeah, we'll drop that in there. Okay, but that's, I want to fix bugs. I keep messing with this, and I'm like, no, this is actually fun. This is actually interesting. I'm having a lot of fun messing with it, but it'd be great if I could fix the bugs so I could really try it. But I guess more on the introduction is I haven't done the spiel. It was, yeah, there we go. It's like Stream Elements said. I do game dev, pixel art, and indie games. I do. It's mostly game dev, with Fridays being whatever games, and it's mostly been Borderlands 4. And yeah, because it used to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but then I've just expanded it to all the days. So talk better off stream. Oh, about VTuber models and setups and stuff. I mean, you can send me a message on Discord. I will most likely forget about it and not see it. But yeah, I'm kind of terrible about keeping up with Discord. Okay, wait, so then if I do... No, okay, wait, where was this? So when I move this from -6 to 3. Why is it at -6? Because it starts at -10. Okay, well, let's just start it at 3 then. And just skip this. Yeah, and if you are talking commissions and stuff, I'm not looking to commission anything right now. So, am I on Discord? Kindly send me and let me send you a request. You can find the Discord in the bottom of the Twitch description. There's the link tree that has the links to all of the everything else, and then you can find the link to the Discord. But like I said, full disclosure, I will. I am not looking to commission anything if that is what you want to talk about. Also, hello. Welcome. Oh, the camera. Was the camera in the right spot? I just keep moving it to where it's supposed to be without even thinking about where it is. Yes, okay, camera's in the right spot, so we'll just leave that for now. And then the other thing, the end of round bug, is that it should, or rather, is that on update or something? Where is the one where it actually checks the score? Man, getting old sucks. There's just all these tiny weird little pain. Yeah, I say as if I'm like, my tooth hurts. I was like, yeah, because you were the dentist getting your tooth worked on. Yeah, pain does tend to be a, like, just constantly on kind of thing for me. Or rather, if it's, you know, just a small amount of pain has a tendency to just ping me with the, like, my tooth hurts. Well, yeah, because the dentist was working on the tooth. Okay, there. If the round is greater than the max round. No, because this should be when the ball finishes scoring, not that. Yeah, okay, because this is saying greater than. Oh, and then the bug here was just that it doesn't, or rather you can keep hitting the button. Right, was the, yeah, you can just keep hitting the button. Okay, so the let's roll, wherever I do the button to do that. Again, we're gonna forget where that is, and it's not spawn grid, right? It's the, it's not like a let's, I didn't call it let's roll as a method. That'd be kind of fun. Open pipes, that's what it was. Open pipes, so this should just be if. So if the round is less than or equal to the max rounds. Nope, max rounds. Now you decide to not help me. Oh, I guess it's just max round. That would make sense. God balls. Okie dokie. Oh, I guess I put the replicat in the corner and then I didn't say like wishlist replicat. Yeah, I got a shill for the game when it's imminently approaching. When it's going to release soon-ish. I'm not above shilling things. Especially if it helps somebody else out. Okay. There we go. And then if anybody asks about it, we'll just be confused. It was like, what, rating Wallaber or something? I rated, and then it was the Brainoid show instead. For maximum confusion. Okay, so now I just need to get to the final round. Okay, yeah, it doesn't feel like it should be doing the... Yes, it should just be if it's... now that I said Wallaber? Wait, is this like I can summon people just by saying the name? That'd be fun. Kinda, sorta, maybe. It's gonna be in the Games Ground Festival in Berlin. I'm looking at the other games in the festival. There's one called Replicore. So Replicat, Replicore, and Repla... Cube, I think it was. If I could spell... There is a Replicore. Also, it is ads, so I will go take an ad break then. Okie dokie. So what is Replicore all about? that looks different. Okay, this first-person shooter. This something about marbles? Then you're also holding a core. Is this a shooter? Is this a ball sports game? Is this a marble game? A little of all three? It's Replicore, ain't it? It is. It's all of the above.
Welcome to the ancient sci-fi world of Replicore, a mission-driven co-op shooter for up to 4 players. Replicore takes working together to a whole new level with the introduction of the core.
I was literally just thinking that somebody was talking about, or no, I think I was watching the thing. And don't call your game Repla something if you're making a co-op shooter. Why? Is there other things that are Repla something? I don't actually know that many other games. But it was Second Wind. Yahtzee on Second Wind was talking about Pokemon Legends Z-A, and talking about like putting somebody in a Pokeball, and then I was like, oh, that'd be an interesting idea of like a multiplayer shooter where you have somebody in a Pokeball. That's exactly what this is, isn't it?
When a teammate is inside a core, other players can pick them up and throw them to otherwise unreachable locations. The core unlocks enhanced movement mechanics, letting you adapt and progress in unexpected ways. When barriers stand in your way, unleash the outburst to blast open your own path. Or use the outburst in battle for an ultimate offensive strike.
Everybody's hammered now?
Time it right,
Kind of, a little bit, sort of.
And erase entire enemy squads. Before the fight
Your
heats
buddy
up,
can
keep your
become a
mates into the
grenade.
high ground. But when chaos strikes, pull them back to a safe position.
This is such a
Trapped on
fun, silly
hostile
idea.
desert planet, your crew's only way out lies deep within ancient ruins. But
This
only
is
if
a
you take
co-op
on the
thing.
challenge
I'm
together.
just immediately. This looks.
Each run
When I
challenges
see
you to
multiplayer and
infiltrate
shooter,
the
I
ruin,
immediately think of
complete
competitive,
high-stakes
not
missions,
cooperative.
and outsmart ancient mechanisms and puzzles to make it out alive.
Yeah, Replicore
Every run in Replicore
doesn't
is
give me
unique.
first-person shooter vibes.
Escape fast or risk
Yeah,
staying
I kind of
longer
agree
for
with
rare
that.
resources to upgrade and
Well, and
customize
I
your
think it's the
core.
core in the title does make me think of like
And
a
that
marble
was a
game,
brief
which is
look into the world of
kind of what this
Replicore.
is.
Wish this now on Steam and stay tuned for more.
I guess as confusing as it is to have a first-person shooter and then here's a bunch of balls, that is what the game is, which is interesting. Really neat, though. It's one of those, like, I don't know that I'd play it. I don't know of anybody who'd be super interested in it, but it's just too neat of an idea. When it takes a bit to explain the idea, though, that always... that makes me think that the idea is a little too... Because it's something like a Spectre Divide, where they had the, like, you can play as multiple characters and swap between them, was, I think, a bit too much for a competitive multiplayer shooter. I guess this is cooperative, so that does make it different, but... Could be a name for a sci-fi adventure or a puzzle. Yeah, I do. I think that Repla whatever does sound a little bit more puzzly to me than it's not a bad title necessarily. Well, it does make me think of Replicate, but you're not really like duplicating anything in Replicore there. Yeah, a puzzle game with a cloning mechanic. Yeah, like the Swapper or something. Oh, the end of round bug was what I was trying to fix. So that got rid of that, but then it was just the scoring. Yeah, I'm gonna be so excited to get this Kidney Stone blasted to pieces, and yet I think it's still gonna be a while before that happens, unfortunately. But at least on Monday, it'll be next steps of like, yes, there is still the Kidney Stone. And we'll see what they say. Yeah, it's consumed so much of my thoughts for so long It'd be great for it to no longer exist. Okay, the update, that's what it is. On the update, there's the thing for scoring at the top here, which has the, if the round is greater than the max round there, it should just be greater than or equal to. Right? Well, it should be after the, that's the other thing, is it should be after the ball rolls on the last round. So. They should have called their game Boratro. I think the, like, core, because that's the core of the idea is the core. I don't know that Repla works on the front of core for Replicore, but yeah, I don't know what I would call a game like that. I'm just checking the... Yeah, so then it's after the ball rolls on the last round. So that's really what it needs to check, is the ball. So the ball has a thing where it says once it's off the board, right? Or does it? Yeah, okay, reached target. No. Okay, those are the things that it's saying, is set the grid space color or evaluate the position. And then evaluate position is checking... That's checking for a bumper, and then that's also checking for a bumper. So do you actually have a thing where you say, hey, there we go. Okay, here, destroy the game object. So then this is, now we do yet another action. Oh, this is grid move stuff. Is that... Screen was... It just felt like my screen was looking a little funky there. Okay, or maybe my eyeballs are falling apart too. Everything's falling apart all at once. That's an appointment I haven't set up yet still. There's an eye doctor appointment too, which, like, my glasses are probably horribly out of date. But I haven't had eye problems, so I'm like, okay, that one I can wait a little bit. This is most likely going to be my focus this weekend, is that I don't have anything else going on. Let's set up as many doctor's appointments as I can. Because then this will all be routine and stuff too. It's like... Should have had it set up a long time ago. That's okay. Should is not a helpful word. I keep telling myself that. Okay, so then this is an action for... I guess public, we'll put it at the top. So then this is, I guess off the board, maybe? Or something like that, or like removed, or eliminated? Off the board, I guess. Because I'm like, if it's removed or eliminated, it's like it's not getting. Maybe removed. If there's something else that removes it, that'll also removed. Like, I don't know. The naming conventions are not the strong suit. But neither is anything else. Okay, so then ball, when you fall off here, is where you will do removed. Okay, then the game manager. So instead of scoring here, should be when the. So I guess there should be something for the variable for when the ball falls off. So somewhere around here was the thing where you were. Oh, right at the top. Yeah, okay, good. So this is the ball removed. It should be public. And it is ball, right? Yeah, it's just ball. And removed, which it is public. And I did save the fact that it is there and it's public. Right? Score, I guess. I don't have a thing for it. Why are you all not having any problems with these? Oh, public static unity action. But the grid space that I stole it from is not a static unity action. Okay, well, whatever. I don't know how to code. I feel like I lost any ability to do things or learn things or it's just been a steady downhill since I graduated. No, since 2016. When that damn gorilla died. That's where it all started. Okay, wait, what time of year was that? I think it was... Because my life fell apart promptly at the beginning of 2016. And I think Harambe was... I want to say like April or something? May 2016. Okay, so I was a little bit off. Was the incident? Yeah, okay. We're still gonna say it was. That's that. See, for me, that's when the timeline split. Oh no, wait, this is probably popular as heck. Give me one that's less popular. You maybe? I don't know how popular this is. This does not look super popular. A metal band? Why was I following a metal band? That's not the vibe. That's not the vibe I'm feeling. Oh, I think Hotel Pools is popular as heck, though, right? Yeah, popular as heck. Which I'd say heck is probably pretty popular. Okay, this is just vibes. Yeah, this is just a YouTube channel with vibes. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, these are just experiments for the most part. These are not, like, full songs anyway. That seems like the perfect amount of... Here's just random nonsense. Okay. Okay, and the rest of those are public. I guess we'll just do a... thing here, and then the updates. Yeah, okay, that does need to stay there. Yeah, it is just when the ball falls off the board, that's when it does the scoring stuff. Yeah, because that's what it's checking here. Yeah, okay, if the score is greater than this target score when you score at the end. So when the ball falls off, that's when it does this. Is there anything else? It's not going to work perfectly the first time, but I guess we'll see. And now it should be able to hit on, because it's... Yeah, this is the question too, is like if it hits multiple things. There we go. Okay, so it hits, it should score, I mean, just the two here. Just these two should be enough. But it should roll it all the way to the end. There we go. That rolled it all the way to the end. Okay, so then if I do the... Yeah, okay, there. The ball fell off, then it says you lose. And then if I continue, hit the button. You're not working. Dang it, that was the thing I was trying to solve. But at least I cleaned up the thing there. So, open pipes is the thing I'm looking for. I actually remember what it was called. I was gonna say, I'm like, I typed it in. Doesn't help when you don't type in it correctly. There we go. Okay, so if they round, so less than the max round when you open the pipes. Okay, so there. Now I got a little bit more polish done. It's only 7:30. Huh. And I keep doing stuff like, oh, let's get my teeth looked at, and then I gotta make up time at work so that I'm not using up a ton of sick time for the dentist, and then every evening I'm like working late to make up hours. Which is why I started the stream late too, is because I'm like, I'm still finishing dinner here. But I'm getting, I don't know that I'm getting used to, but it just feels like such a long day, working long hours to make up for the other hours that I missed. Okay, so that's some bugs ironed out. I know there's the one bug of sometimes you cannot select a spot, and I did not figure out what that was. And I haven't run into it in a while either, which is also a little concerning and frustrating. Well, that 5 is not helpful. Those, maybe? It's always a bummer when you get the 3, or you get something tucked in between a thing that would score really well. And it's like, I can't do anything about it. It's just, I can't score it. But I think that's the option for moving buttons. Would be nice. Okay, that feels like it's working fairly well. So maybe we do a web build, and then that's the problem, is if I do a web build and a Windows build, I have to switch them, and switching them takes forever. Oh, it was checking the scoring to see if it's actually scoring things correctly or not. Because I have a suspicion that it's not. Either that or when I look at the score. How am I scoring it? Speaking of scoring. Yeah, because I just made the method for score, but that doesn't actually do the button pressed. Counting up the sequence here. Yeah, okay, so that's just the button there, but then the sequence is also... Which I keep double checking this, and I thought this was working, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's just play it and test it. I don't want to try to look at and understand my code. I don't want to understand the things I've done or tried to do. Oh, and it's gonna score that anyway. Okay, that'll be a little more satisfying that it actually finishes the scoring before it. Probably needs to have some kind of yay when you actually hit the score, so that you know you're good. Oh, and it probably is these that are jumping it up by 100 when you score the doubles. Okay, so this should theoretically score 3, and then it should score like 106. Yeah, okay. Oh, I guess that's what I could put on the page here. Is for the scoring. Because I think it was just, there we go, sets of colors and numbers. So it's, oh, well, okay, it's a set of 2 numbers, scores 50. Yeah, but it's like it's a set of 2 or more. It's like, no, it's a set of 2 numbers scores 50. And then somehow like 50 for... it's like 50 more per... Okay, okay, wait, a set scores 50. I don't know exactly how to word that. A set scores 50. Let's see, like for each... number in the set. For each number past a pair. Or it's like a pair scores 50. 50 more for each subsequent item. Something like that. That's just weird and confusing, but it's only 7:30. I am so ready to just like pack it in and call it quits because I fixed the bugs I wanted to fix. I'm all good, all done. Oh, and then it will just score all of these. The ball didn't go off the board. But it still got destroyed. Oh, I have this removed. Ball removed. Okay, wait, what was the thing I just added? Was removed. Yeah, okay, that was the thing that I just added. Okay, who just deleted that? That was the pipe? I don't know that the pipe should be deleting the ball though, right? I guess it might because it has the list of balls and stuff. Well, shoot, okay, so now I need to figure out that bug, I guess. Okay, it's the ball when you run into an object. Okay, because here you're saying you ran into the back of a bumper. But then why did it delete it? Who is saying, hey, delete it when you run into the back of a bumper? Oh, also, it's been over an hour. I'm gonna sit. Yeah, I don't know if I like the trade-out, because I thought it was like some kind of sciatica. I was like, okay, yeah, my back has been completely borked because of the kidney stone, and that's why I was standing too much, was hurt my feet and my knees. But now, though it's just very, very light nerve pain, is just moving around to other places. It's one of those, it sounds like a concerning symptom. But then I go to the urgent care with like a vague, like, I don't like it, and it's, well, you're fine. Okay, the ran into the back of the bumper is... So if I do the set direction none, is that just deleting it? Is that what's happening? Yeah, I also don't like the fact that they've got that weird light cough there too. That keeps happening. I don't know. Having just all these minor symptoms that just say something is wrong. Nobody's even gonna get to see the name on that one. That's actually kind of a fun name. That's a bummer. Okay, so we're doing what do. So when the ball runs into a pipe, it didn't say on the pipe specifically. It didn't say. But why did the ball delete itself, and why did it not say? Well, I mean, it's here. But this is very. This is like the ground check. Of which running into the pipe is not a ground check thing, which makes sense as to why this is not happening. And that's specifically if it's finding a bumper and then saying if it ran into the back of the bumper. Although I think if it runs into the back of a bumper, it also deletes the two, right? Yeah. Oh, and it is add time in it. Oh, I was trying to identify the ball when it runs into something. It's deleting like it should. That's a good thing. But well, that's the thing too, is I'm always on the computer. And then at least like at work, I'm looking down at a laptop and stuff. It's like, yeah, that could also be causing issues too. I don't Because like it doesn't seem to be the ball, but then it doesn't seem to. Well, no, because this is saying specifically that like okay, it ran into the back of a bumper and then there. Does this do something if it does none as its direction? Yeah, it's like this is that weird old code. No, it doesn't really do anything specific if it's doing. So then here. That doesn't. None of these say delete the object, though. Why is the ball deleting itself? That is what I wanted to do. I just don't know why it's doing that. Okay, if I get rid of this, then what happens if it runs into the back of a bumper? It still deletes. Okay. To me, it would be like it's looking where it's going and saying, okay, no, there's something in the way, and now I'm not gonna. But then it doesn't delete itself necessarily. It's only 7:45, and I've somehow ground myself down into the, like, I'm not here right now. Really did not take long for the juice to fail here, did it? It's always late at night, too, where I'm like, oh, now the sensations are different. Now let's freak out about them right before I go to bed. And then when I'm in bed, the only thing I could do is freak out about weird sensations. And then I go Google it, and it's like, well, you could be dying. It's like, well, yeah, I am, but I don't know if it's the ailments or aging. Okay, the ball has what on it? You are... Okay, not a... great. Which one? There's two different ones, because... okay, the pipe, then. The pipe, you are using the... ball is a physics ball. Yeah, okay, not the grid ball. The physics ball has the physics ball. Wait a second. I forgot about you as a thing. You're most likely the culprit then. There we go. Yeah, okay, so if direction equals that, then destroy. Yeah, okay. How do you not have ball as a thing? Why material? Okay, there we go. So now that was the second part of the ball that I just forgot that it's a thing that exists. So now ball removed. Oh, I just want to invoke it, right? Yeah, okay, the X, or the question mark, there we go, question mark, and then invoke. This rapidly became such a quiet stream. Well, it's A, been a while, B, I'm not doing the most interesting of interesting things, and it's mostly just me complaining about that I'm old and I'm dying. We'll see how actually true that is, but... Okay, so now I want to run this in back. Or we do... that. Well, I just so happened to do it last time where it ran into the pipe at the end there. Yeah, it's the none of these are letting me loop it like that again, which is fine. Okay, it seemed to be fine. It seemed to be working. I might just call it quits here. It's only 8 o'clock, but well, and I had some success, and I'm also just don't appear to be here. Oh, and yeah, I'm not gonna get through all of these songs, and they're not super necessary. These are all a minute long. Oh, well, no. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, no, that's... Okay, let's overestimate it. 3, 6... That's 2, though. And then it's like, okay, well, that's 2.5. So that's 2.5, 2.5. So 5 plus 2 is 7. Plus, 3 3/4. Let's just say 3.5. It's a 10, 11. We'll just say it's 13, 15, 16, 17. Let's just say 20 minutes. Can I go for 20 more minutes? Well, we'll see how long it takes me to do another build. If it takes me another 20 minutes, because this does tend to take a while. Now I can just troll through YouTube. My default, just on YouTube all the time. Watching mostly VTuber clips, it looks like. Oh, 10 hours ago they did the trailer for Michael Jackson. I feel like I haven't seen an Ordinary Things video in a while. Oh, I watched that one. Yeah, okay, but I haven't. I did watch this? I was like, this 4 hours ago. Why is it saying I did watch it? I don't recall watching it. And then turn into a Reacts channel. Let's watch the Michael Jackson movie trailer. Is that actually Northern Lion in Dog Witch? Yeah, that's the one problem with doing YouTube, though, is that then I'm not listening to... Oops. Then I'm not listening to music. No. Which one was it? This? Okay, let's stop looking at YouTube. I knew this was a bad idea. And I knew it was going to give me that for like 10 minutes. I don't want to mess with the game for the next 10 minutes. So now what do? This is almost a pull-up Borderlands moment. No, it's going to be going to bed at 8 o'clock after I get this loaded up. And then it's like, do I want to do a Windows build? I kind of do, but that's... It takes so long to switch it and then do another build. It's like I want to listen to music, but I also want to let this run for 5 minutes. So yapping, it's yapping time. What do I want to talk about? All I can think about is I'm dying. Things feel weird. I don't know what's wrong. Okay, beyond that, I'm excited about this. This feels interesting. I'll be interested in getting the upgrade menu working. That's for sure. Okay, do I have Luck Be a Landlord on here? Or do I just have it? No, I don't. I have it on mobile, but I guess I don't have it on here. When was I not dying? 2023. I was working on a whole bunch in 2023. That's what caused it, is that I worked out too much and didn't drink enough water, and now I have the kidney stone, and then I'm like, okay, well, I can't do anything because I got a kidney stone. And now the last couple months I was just ignoring the kidney stone. And I do wonder exactly how much damage I've done. Well, see, I'm just wondering how much I've accelerated the process. I do realize that, yes, you are always dying in every single moment. That's everything leads toward death, but I don't know how much I've screwed up my health by not seeing doctors and stuff. And I do think of like, because that's exactly that's what happened with Total Biscuit. Is Total Biscuit had like some colon cancer or something? But I think he did say like, go see a doctor. I'm 33. I didn't see a doctor enough, and then he died. Oh, 2015. Wow. Oh, a condition with which 2 of his grandparents had been diagnosed. Yeah, I don't even know the grandparent on my... Yeah, there's a grandpa that I don't know at all, that I've never even seen or know of at all, so... Yeah, okay, hospitalized for extreme back pain. And then I did not did not get the message to go, you know, deal with your health and stuff. Or maybe I'm just freaking out, I don't know. Hopefully I'll have some kind of answer on Monday, at least a little bit. Goodness me, a web build takes forever. Okay, and it does appear to have worked. Okay, and I need to be slapping web on the end of these. Rename. Yeah, it's because they moved it to a different spot. That still takes me a second. Okay, now we can do... Do I want to keep yapping? No, not really. I want to go to bed. But I'm also kind of curious if... Just to see how long it takes for you to do the switch from a web build to a Windows build. Because I know it takes a bit. Or it might surprise me, I don't know. Because I don't know how much I've done the switching between them on my new computer, which should be faster. But then Unity also added a lot of bloat and stuff too, so it might be slower, I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say not awful, but then there's the like, oh, gotta recompile everything. That does take a second there too. Okay, that'll be played in the browser, and then this is the hide the file. Oh, I gotta figure out the way to do the mobile. Because it doesn't, it loads up, it loads the game. You could press the UI buttons, but the actual like clicking on objects does not work on web. The web mobile version. This is the one, okay. So doing a Windows version. Okay, yeah, I was like, I remember getting rid of all these messages. I gotta see if there's a way to make it so that it's not as awful. Oh, wait, so it did put it in the right spot. That's kind of crazy. Okay. You are the 6th of November. Okay, and then we see how long that takes. Okay, that's why I was not. That's why I was doing the web build, is because not only is that a little more convenient for showing off the thing, which I really haven't done much of, but yeah, okay, also this. Yeah, and then it doubles all of the notifications because, oh no. Okay, this was why I wasn't doing too many web builds. And then I think it's gonna prompt me every single time because I'm making a new build every single time. Although I don't know if there's a way to say, okay, stuff from Unity is fine. I guess I'll have to change the setup. I was gonna say, and then disable one of these or some of these or something like that. I don't know exactly what I would disable necessarily. Okay, so what's the easy thing to test? Well, yeah, just do that. Yeah, okay, and then it rolled over everything, and then it reset it. So this is... Oh, duh, the camera. The camera was set up already. And then I was also testing the Windows build here. Oops. Here. It says web, Windows, 6th of November, empty. So I didn't actually do a build. Oh, because of the, oh, okay, no, okay. We're gonna just switch this back. And just keep it on a web build. Oh, and at some point I want to mess with an Android build too, but that'll be a little further on. We're gonna just stick with the web builds for now. Until I actually want to sit and work on an Android build, or I actually want to sit and work on a Windows build. It's now it is going to be a bunch here too? I thought it was just the one. I guess it's when you make the build, it's just the one. Okay, and then it probably has to reset, so... I feel like I'm more tired than normal, which is a bummer, because I wake up feeling pretty dang good, and then by the end of the day, I'm like, I'm not feeling it. We'll throw that in there, I guess. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go to bed after this. So, head to bed soon too. Worked hard today. Well, yeah, I mean, if you're getting close to releasing Replicat, I'm assuming a lot of long days or like bug fixing or something. Is it just the polish phase now at this point, or is there still features being added? No, wait, it's 2 weeks or a week, something like that. I'm assuming it's just polish, so yeah, bug fixing and minor balance and polish, yeah. But that is very exciting to be launched. Oh, so do the numbers look good, wishlist wise? Because I feel like the Discord hasn't been too busy. It felt like it was busy there for a bit when there was demos, but I haven't really seen a ton of chatter on there. Expecting wishlist to go higher next week, as in you're doing a marketing push of some kind, I'm assuming. Yeah, okay, Animal Fest and the marketing push with the publisher. Could have head to bed, but not because you worked hard, just because it's 2 a.m. I'm at the same point. I'm like, it's not 2 a.m., but I do kind of want to go to bed. This isn't a good spot. And I'm done switching between these two. I don't know why I'm feeling like a little... Yeah, finally at the same time zone with Phil. Yeah, that's true. Oh, and that's what I was gonna check. Is anybody here? Or, well, I was like, 'cause nobody really wants to raid because everybody's going to bed. We're all dispersing. So. Okay, and then it's gonna tell me 2, and then maybe bump up to 3. Oh, is that just that number's going up because I'm watching the stream, isn't it? It takes it a minute for it to say, oh, you are now watching your own stream. Right? Or no? Is it or is it not gonna jump up to 3? Yes or no? Apparently not. Oh, it doesn't catch my face turn to the side like that, I guess. Okay, but I will do one last hydrate before I take off, I suppose. And it doesn't seem like there's too many people, so I'm not going to do a raid. And then tomorrow I will be back with Borderlands 4. I know that's not interesting to anybody, but I want to finish it, dagnabbit. Which I could do now. I'm like, oh, 8 o'clock. I'm like, no, I have been messing with when I've been going to bed. I went to bed a little too late yesterday. Okay, no, that explains exactly why I'm tired right now. Because I went to bed too late yesterday. And it's hitting me now. That explains why I'm tired. Okay, but yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with Borderlands 4 because I want to finish that dumb dad blasted mother flipping game. And, well, I say finish, but that would be finish the main story, and then there's still a billion side quests and stuff, so I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be playing Borderlands 4 for a while. But I'm like, I want to get back to Dishonored 2 at some point, and then I want to get back to all those other indie games. Like, I haven't even played everything in UFO 50, and there's whatever else. Does Steam say what the last thing that I would play? Yeah, then I went and bought Isopod because I really enjoyed Webbed. Webbed was great, so I'm like, okay, I gotta pick up Isopod. And then this Droplet States of Matter was a local dev. Finished this, and I was like, okay, well, I gotta play this. Yeah, maybe do another round of Torso Tennis or 2 just to beat it. One of those, like, I just gotta try beating it at some point, so. Everyone's playing Dog Witch this week. Did good marketing, I guess. I feel like a lot of YouTubers kind of picked it up, or streamers picked it up when it had a demo, and it didn't fully grab me. I did put it on my wish list, but yeah, 58 for what, yesterday? That's a pretty good cadence. That's a pretty good. Yeah, it looks neat, but it's not. I guess I'm not hugely into dogs or witches all that much, so. Yeah, I didn't understand what's unique about it. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, the art style's fun. It just looks very, like, roguelike deck builder to me. With random items. But yes, I think you did hit the nail on the head there. Didn't see what makes it all that unique to the point of everybody's excited about it. Yeah, art style's fun, but it's not unique either. Yeah, that's very much agree. Your spells are fueled by enchanted dice.
A sketchy wizard's potion turned you into the dog witch. Part canine, part spell slinger, all trouble. And that wizard? Now he's tearing up the kingdom trying to take you down. So it's up to you to show him who's the leader of the pack. Roll your dice, cast your spells, and unleash chaos in bite-sized roguelike runs. Discover over 100 magical items, plus their darker, corrupted twins. Each one adding new synergy and combos to fetch victory your way. Face off against frog kings, a paranoid beehive, angry cat ladies, and gun-wielding Russian dolls? Whoa! Need backup?
That's kind of
Summon
fun.
laser
It's a
ponies,
random hand with a
laser
gun.
ponies, gun-toting rats, and skeleton
It does feel
sidekicks,
like it's,
because the only thing better
haha,
than one
also
dog
random.
witch is a whole pack of magical friends.
Just the vibe it's got a bit.
Take down Mad Master Wiz himself, and maybe give him a bite where it hurts. After all, you're not just any old spellcaster. You're the dog witch. So, who's a good doggy?
I mean, it certainly looks polished. That's for sure. Okay, I'm asleep. I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm gonna go stretch. Well, yeah, do the sleep stretching. I know my parents mentioned that, where it's like lie down and stretch your toes and your hands away from each other as far as you can, which like stretches out your back and then go to bed. But like I said, goodbye, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun sleeping. Oh, come on, bugger off with the ads. Great, whatever. Okay, well, I'll just kill it in the middle of the ads. But yeah, I'll be back with Borderlands 4 tomorrow. Bye.